Sorry. And to comment up. Good girl. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another episode for one of my favorite series, Ask Mona. And just as a reminder, you guys, anything you want to ask me, please feel free. You can email me, you can comment down below, you can DM me, although it's a bit harder to find DMs, but comment, email, share whatever questions you have, and we'll try to answer you guys in our next episode. And please don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it, to subscribe to my channel. We're building our amazing community and I'm so excited to be growing with you guys. I'm just gonna jump right in. You guys shared a lot of amazing questions. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to cover all of them today, but I'm just gonna go in random order and we're gonna try and cover as much as possible. What is the life advice you would give your younger self? I feel like I've answered this question a million times, and I feel like every time I answer, I probably say something else, because you can never stop giving yourself advice, because like reflection and hindsight is 20/20, right? Like I can even consider myself yesterday, my younger self, and you want to keep growing, keep evolving, and keep learning. From that perspective, I would say my biggest advice is like to always reflect. Spend time to reflect, because it's the best way to learn, and you can really speed up your growth by taking that extra time, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes a day of like, what did I learn today? What was my challenges I faced today? And you know me, I have a million notes. I have a note called Boss Lessons. And like in it, every day I'm stressed out, I either write like one small thing, like what could I have done better? What was a mistake I made? Is there something that I can improve? And I just write it down. It could be a one-liner, it could be a bullet point, it could be like literally a brain dump, but I do that because when I go down and read all those bullet points, it just helps me reflect and learn like where my weaknesses are. So spend time reflecting and just make that time to grow. All right, next question. What advice do you have for individuals or influencers trying to grow in the beauty industry? Honestly, there's a lot of advice that I can share. It is challenging though, like the algorithm is constantly changing. It makes it harder to grow, but all I can say is like, keep hustling, keep trying different things, and whatever you see that does work, keep doing it until it stops, and then you try different things. You really have to continuously put yourself out there and keep trying to grow. Try to find out what is different about you. That comes from really looking within yourself and like understanding who you are, what sets you apart from everybody else. I feel like every single person in the world has something special about them. You know, we're all different. There's not a single human on this planet that is the same. Even if you're a twin, you're not the same. You're a different person. So you have something inside yourself. You have a magic, a beautiful light inside yourself that is unique to you. So figure out how you can be different and put your own touch on things. Even if it's like the language you use, like it doesn't have to be your artistry. It could be like your personality. It could be the way you describe things. It could be the way you introduce your channel. It could be anything. It could be lighting. It could be effects. But figure out your signature touch and make yourself as different as you can be, as long as you're true to yourself. Another thing I really recommend, and this is something that I always tell people who are either influencers or even people who are starting out in anything, is be prepared to do a lot of things for free, because you want to get yourself out there, especially when you're first starting out. So you really need to hustle, and that means networking, building your relationships, and really making sure that you're willing to give. Like one thing that I truly believe is like, in order to receive, you must give. Like a lot of people just want to be given to, and they forget that you also need to give back. So if you want to receive more, give more. And trust me, it comes back to you. Look for mutually beneficial relationships. Like I worked today with an influencer makeup artist today, and we were talking and she's like, I really, I'm not able to create enough content because I don't have models, and it's hard for me because I don't do makeup on myself. And I was like, well, come over and do makeup with me. And I was like, it's a mutual, and she was like, no, I don't want to use you, and I don't want you to feel like, I'm just taking from you. And I was like, honey, it's mutually beneficial. I was like, look for mutually beneficial things, and you're creating value for both parties. And that's the best way to grow in business, to grow in life, is just find something that's going to be a win-win. So keep doing that, keep hustling, and try to find ways to add value and get value at the same time. So next question, how do you behave when something in your business doesn't go as expected? It never does, ever. So that's like a big surprise. Like something that I just want to share with you guys. Just understand that it never goes as expected, at least not 100%. Sometimes if you're lucky, it's 75% as expected, but that's just one thing that you have to embrace and just make yourself start loving the challenge of just being super agile and just adapt to things as fast as possible, because they never go as expected, ever. If you're resistant to change, you're going to be stuck in the past, or you're going to dwell on things that you feel are not in your control, when really you just have to go with it. Move, adapt, change your plans, have backup plans, have tons of options. Nothing ever goes as planned, ever. So next question, a fun one, all about fragrances. Okay, name one fragrance you always pick when you just don't know which fragrance to go for. Vanilla 28, 1000%. Like for me, Vanilla 28 is the best fragrance because it is super lovable. Everybody I know loves vanilla. And I think, like, you know, when you think of vanilla ice cream, vanilla anything, vanilla cake, it's like the most widely loved. And for me, it's also the best layering fragrance. Like I feel like vanilla is that perfect topper. Whether you wear it alone or with another fragrance, it's like that perfect scent to just make you feel sweeter, more delicious, and a little bit more like happy. Next question. I need your advice. I'm in a relationship with a person. He is kind and honest. He lets me know everything. I'm very hardworking and I want to live comfortably, but he does not have the means right now. He does not earn enough. What should I do? This is challenging. You know, it's always challenging. Like financials are like always an uncomfortable subject. It's awkward, and it always depends on so many circumstances. Like for me personally, I've been in circumstances where the person I was with had no money and like was even in debts and like was struggling. I did choose to stand by their side and to help support them. I think it depends on so many things. If this person is 100% what you're looking for, but they're going through a rough time and they're not lazy, they're still working hard, or they're, you know, it's just a small period, then you can, I think you should stand by their side and support them. But if they're lazy, not reliable, irresponsible, and they're looking for someone to take care of them, then I would say I personally would not choose to be in a partnership with somebody like that, because it's going to complicate your entire life. And finances are very important. You know, if you're with somebody who's financially irresponsible, you can't rely on them, especially as a woman. It's very scary because you want that person to be able to support you if you do choose to have kids in the future and you're not able to work. You don't want to be the person who is going to bear the burden of all the responsibility. So this is just my opinion. You know, I'm not like, I don't know everything, but this is just what I would do. If the person is just going through a funk, support them, stand by them. Again, as long as they're like 75% of what you're looking for, and just study their past. Like, have they always been this way? Have they always been like not able to support themselves? Or is this just a small period of their lives, you know? And see how you feel. Like, it's all about you. Can you carry the weight of somebody else? Yes or no? I personally have always been very independent, hardworking, so I can support somebody if I need to. And I've always felt that, you know, I want to grow myself and I want to live my life to where I don't have to depend on anyone. But are you that way? You know, and if you're not, you have to be honest with yourself. If you are looking for someone to help support you too, then don't go on this path. You know, just be true to yourself and your feelings and your needs, you know? So it really is so personal, so sensitive. It's such a hard topic. This is a tough one because it really depends, in my opinion, on so many other factors. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you everyone for submitting your questions. I love getting your questions and just knowing what you guys want to learn more about and hear about. And as always, I like to end my video with a quote. So for today's quote, it says, "Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day." And I truly believe in that. Even on your worst days, there is so much to be grateful for. So you really have to remind yourself to have that positive mindset and to find the gratitude in every single day. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching.